This video is a tutorial on how to create and align joints on Fusion 360. So these are used in order to create a link between different components as well as a motion relationship between them. And this has great use in engineering as you can consider movement, running simulations and incorporate the FMA into your design. Another way to create them is using an as-built joint. These will create a joint between two components that are already in position and therefore do not need aligning. To do this, click on the Assemble drop-down menu and select As-Built Joint. A dialog box will then open, prompting you to select the components you want to join together and also the joint type. Depending on the motion type, you may be asked to select a motion origin and an axis in the same way as a normal joint would. Once you're happy with how it looks, click OK and the joint will be created. In order to be able to add a joint, you're going to need two components that you want to join together. Also, if you have a component you wish to remain still, then right click on it and select ground. If you need to change this, then you can right click on it again and select unground. Then, to access the joint command, click on the Assemble drop-down menu and select Joint. A dialog box will then open. In this box you will notice it is split into two separate tabs, labelled Position and Motion. In the Position tab you can select the two components that you are going to join as well as the mode. If you're unsure, you can hover over each and it will tell you what they do. To select a component, you click on it at the position you want to place the joint origin. In this case, I'm going to connect the two silver arms using the circles at their ends. Once you have selected the origin point, you can then select the motion type you want for the movement relationship. As you click on each, it will show you the motion that is being created. Depending on the type that you select, you can also change the axis that it moves along, as well as use the stop and play option to control the preview animation. Once you're happy with how it looks, click OK and the joint will be created. Joints can then be found within their own folders within the browser. If you need to go back into the joint and edit it, you can right click on it and change various aspects of that joint. Then I'm going to create another joint between one of the components I've just used with the addition of another, this being the gold looking rotation plate towards the back of the model. As you can see with this, it becomes more difficult to access the desired origin points. Therefore, when creating joints, it is sometimes beneficial to hide elements of a design by clicking on the eye symbol in the browser next to them. Then simply click it again to show the element. Another useful tip is when you want to select a point on a given face or section. If you hold down the control button on your keyboard or command button if you're using a Mac, you will notice that the selection will be locked into the highlighted area of the body or component. Also, if you're aligning the center of a circle, you can hover over the outer edge, and when it turns black, this will show you that it's selecting the center of that circle as the origin point. Once again, once you're happy, click OK and the joint will be created.